9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Initiate live stream start. Lock the television activate.
Oh, yo! Hello! What's the best one to
10.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! How about that? Cool. We're all on. Everything's working. Cool. People are still loading in, but I figured I'll get the stream rolling. Seeing as a whole bunch of you here. Good to see lots of people on Twitch. That's where I want you all. If you're watching somewhere else, then come on Twitch, please. It's much better there. So yeah, I wasn't really in the mood for doing a stream tonight, but I started doing some stuff in the studio anyway, and I thought, well, at the very least I can just sit here and work on what I was working on, and you can watch me, and if it's interesting it is, if it isn't it isn't. And then I started dabbling with the new sampler in Logic. It's just they replaced their main plugin for sampling, and I haven't really used it, and I haven't chopped up any breaks manually for donkey's years, and I like to be able to do it easily, and I was wondering how you can do it, and I just kind of like cracked it. I mean, it's not a difficult thing to do, but I'd never bothered looking, so I can show you that later. I'm still working on that track that I've been doing for ages, only because I hardly ever flip and turn the studio on and actually try and get on with it. But I had a little session here, and I've got a to-do list of tasks I need to do on this track, so I'm probably just going to do them now, and you guys can watch, and hopefully you'll learn something. If you don't, I will. I know I'll show you the sampler thing later. But so this track I'm working on now. Let's just check the volumes are okay. Hopefully I'm not too loud on the mic. I've got my iPad here so I can see the chat. So if things are sounding weird or distorting or anything, let me know, and I'll try and tweak it, because the way stuff gets routed through this software is a bit strange. Also, I've got loads of fans on in here to keep me cool, so I hope the mic's not picking all that up in the background. So yeah, so this is this track I've been working on. The key thing today is I found some new vocals to stick in. That you make everything feel alright now. Oh, actually, no, that was the secondary one. The real killer vocal I found is this. Let's put you on the screen share one so you can see a bit better. So my vocals are down here. They're mainly sort of the blue ones. You can see these waves. That's like so good. Now that was the vocal was just like I think it's a Leanne Carroll one off a sample pack or something like that. Ah, somebody's bought a Foghorn t-shirt. Brilliant. Don't know if that's somebody in the chat or not, but I've just seen an order come through on my web store. That's nice. So, and the original vocal was that's pitched up. The original just sounds like normal singing. All night long. But I've pitched it up 5 to be in key, and I'm going for the kind of the rave sound here, but in a sort of same approach to Up All Night kind of, but in a more sort of trying to be a bit more authentic. Yeah, so I'm really pleased I found that vocal sample to use. What do you mean no volume, Safik Malik on face? The audio's coming through fine from what I can see. It's broadcasting. No volume what? No volume on the mic? Or... The other thing I did on the vocal, there was a vocal I ditched last week because it's sort of a generic rave on this. But I found that if I put that underneath the all night long bit, it sort of just adds a bit of rave. Cool, thanks. Cool. Glad you got the sound working. Nice. Svat's asking, am I tired of working in the studio? No, because I haven't been working in the studio that much today at all, or lately. I'm really excited about it, to be honest. And whenever I sit down, I'm like, oh wow, this is cool. I should do it more. I should actually bloody make more of an effort. So that's what I'm trying to do. So a few changes I made on this. I've added those vocals, and I think that's going to be key because the I Can't Wait vocal sounded decent, but I wanted something that said, like, when this is all over, or like something with a positive message, because this song's sort of post COVID and everything. So this is the breakdown. I want to add another riser to it. So a lot of work needs doing to the bass and stuff. And so I've got this other vocal for this section here. Alright now. It's a bit of a switch up. So it'll be nice with some good switch ups there. Somebody in the chat, LSD Dave DJ saying, did you find it hard after the success of Up All Night to try not to make more of the same, or did you just move on to the next idea without looking back? Yeah, I think I'd spent so long editing all the breaks that I used on Up All Night. I used them in, or some of those samples and stuff used in different ways in other tracks afterwards, and sort of the same sort of combination of like breaks and a sort of Reese bass line. But I mean, you don't want to like rip off your own tune and everything. Like it. I mean, it's weird. Like, there's a lot of pressure on artists. You see that, and it works if you've got a unique sound that only you're doing, and you've had a massive hit. Like, if you're on a major, or got a big manager and everything, and be like, come on, we want more of them. And it makes sense to do like maybe 2 or 3 follow-ups if you're like a massive artist nowadays that are in the same vein, just to like squeeze more out of it, especially if it's a unique idea. But in drum and bass, like, I don't know, I've just, it really depends. Like, a new tune is a new tune. It sounds different. You're not going to copy it. But if you've got, you've come up with a nice idea that can be like a part of a movement of a sound, then run with it. Like, because you need your own sound. My sound tends to be all over the place though, which doesn't really help. But I'm glad my fans have stuck with me. So there's one trick thing I wanted to do here. This break here. I wanted to. Is that a? So that's coming out of the sampler. So what I wanted to do was to do a little edit on that here at the 30-second bar. So what I'm going to do is bounce in place, which will create like an audio version of it down there, and then I'll mute the old one. I've changed my one new thing I've done this week, which is already feeling like it's revolutionizing my way of working, is I got a Stream Deck here. I think the easiest way for me is to just pull up a picture of one off the internet here. I shouldn't really be advertising it because I reached out to them to flip in try and get an artist deal. Can you see this on there? So this Elgato Stream Deck, I've got a big one over there, just like this, on the computer behind me, which I use for when I stream the promos stream and when I'm streaming gaming stuff. And also, it's really good for product, because I originally just bought it for streaming, so that I have hotkeys set up here, so I can, when I'm changing my scenes like this, it saves sort of clicking into some software. But you can use it for keyboard shortcuts and things like that. TC mentioned this to me ages ago. He's got like 3 of them all lined up in his studio, and I was a bit skeptical. I was like, you know, there's not that many hotkeys I really use for stuff. But I've just mapped a few little things that I do regularly within Logic, and I'm already finding it's really speeding things up and making it more fun, because I'm not like clicky. Where's my oh yeah, so, and it's got like nested folders, so you can click on one button and then it'll have a whole bunch of more. So I just have toggling the piano roll on and off. Oh, you have to actually be within Logic, so piano roll on and off, toggle the mixer at the bottom off, and then create a new track with a duplicate, or just create a random new track. I really love it. So the Metagrid on the iPad, is that the same sort of thing? All right, James, I have to check that out. Yeah, I like these because it's a physical thing. Because I bought the medium-sized Stream Deck for streaming on the computer behind me, and then I liked it so much I needed more buttons, so I bought the big one a couple of weeks ago. So I moved the smaller one over here, and now I'm like, ooh, I'd like a bigger one here, but the big ones are 200 quid, so I'm kind of like, well, if I buy a big one for here, then I can take the medium one upstairs, and then I can use that for when I'm DJing. But these are really cool. James White, how you doing? My friend from Maidenhead, big up. Need to catch up, man, I haven't seen you for ages. I've been walking past your house a bit lately when I'm going on my bike rides and walking with Magda and stuff, so keep meaning to give you a shout. So yeah, so what I've just done, I've just bounced this break here. I'm not trying to keep stuff simple with this, and also I haven't bussed anything out yet, so the mix sounds all a bit weird. I'm just sort of trying to work my way through my tasks. So when I got, are we on the big screen here? You can see it. When I got the Sound Toys, what's it called? Little Altar Boy, I realised what a neat little pitch shifter it had. Let's just loop this bit. I don't know if you can see that big enough on the screen, but so I just wanted to have an edit, just going because normally doing that sort of thing with a sampler would be a pain in the arse, because it would slow down the you know, like looping speed of the break, and then you'd miss all your transients and things. But because it's just going through a pitch shifter, it's nice. I'll probably like beef up the snares and stuff, because they'll get weirdly degraded. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is go to my automations, and we're changing the formant here. So I'm just going to sort of experiment with what I think is going to sound decent for what I wanted to do here, just on this bit. I think actually I probably only want it to happen on like the last bar of that whole edit, really, aren't I? Quiet. Wonder what it'll sound like if I go up instead. That's right. Yeah. I think I'll only do it on the second half, so I'm just going to chop it there, and I'll mute that, and then the original one I'll leave in, and I'll unmute the first half. That acid is too loud then. Where's my acid? There. I'm going to move that up to where the other acid sounds are. Of course I've got flipping automation on the volume anyway. Oh right, it's because okay, so the normal way to do that would have been okay, I'm gonna I've got a gainer in anyway. John, you're a weirdo. But I'm not automating the gain, because normally I would use the gain for the automation. Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is kill off my volume automations so that I can fine tune the actual volume of where is it? Where's my thing? Annoying! You have to like delete every single bloody notch. Ah, there it is. See there, that was what I was looking for. That little flipping thing there. Goodbye. Bye, motherfucker! Okay, there we go, cool. So I've got rid of the automation on the volume, and instead I'm going to just automate with the gain plugin instead. So I will go to the gain, and we'll add the automations on there. I think I turned it off down there. There may be a simpler solution to this on the. It's because what I'm using is the Roland TB0303 plugin for this acid thing, and it seems to lock to the BPM and just keep arpeggioing on its pattern, and the only way you can't seem to just turn it on and off. So what I do is I just automate the volume of turning it. Yeah. So this way. Keep that. So instead of pressing start and stop on the sound, because it just plays all the time regardless if you've put any note input or anything. So just automate that. Okay, and then that means now I can change the volume with the fader and it won't keep getting overridden by the automation. Basic shit! But it's annoying if you don't know how to do it. So we're going back to this drum edit now. I just wanted to turn that acid thing down. Yeah, there we go. So that drum sounds a bit more interesting now. The audio degrades on that break there. With the form and shifting thing. That's alright though. That's okay for now. Save. What's up, Blob Monster? And then I probably want to do the same with the break here. Or maybe I'll do a different one, but do I want to copy the automation? Yes. I probably shouldn't have spunked my load on introducing that vocal right there. The other thing I really want to do here in the build-up is have that vocal extended. Yeah, we'll probably do that next. Have it so it goes all night long. So I want to sort of resample it and loop it, and then do like MIDI-controlled gating. And I'll probably spend about 2 hours on that, and then decide it sounds shit and not use it. But that's life. I just want to decide if I want to have this vocal coming in here. So I'm looking at this section here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that vocal as it is in case I mess everything up. I will use my duplicate track button. Ta-da! Look at that. I didn't have to click up there. I didn't have to move the mouse and click it. I reached forward with my arm and pressed a button instead. So much more efficient. Svat says, what other programs do I respect? All of them. I just happen to choose Logic. I use Logic, Ableton for a couple of bits and bobs, but Logic's the only one that I know well enough to make music with. So stick with what you know. They're all pretty good. Right, so I haven't done this before. Wondering about how to do it. If I think it might be good to load this into the sampler, and then I can set it to be looping, or maybe I'll just copy it and chop and repeat the audio, and then I can sort of manipulate it a bit more easier. Yeah, I think what I'll do. So this is the all night long bit. I just want to check I'm not gonna fuck. Yeah. So this track here is free. Oh, when it gets to 8 o'clock, chat, can you remind me to go and wake up my wife because she was having a nap? All night long. So we're gonna copy it. Let's just see like this. I'm going to say this part where this line is here is probably where it says long. So I'm just going to slice it there and get rid of that. No, it's telling me to delete the wrong thing. And it's bloody put automate. This is annoys me about. I know I could just turn off the automation thing there, but if you're in automation mode on Logic and you accidentally click somewhere, it puts an automation point in and then turns it on for that. Let's just turn that off while we're in this mode. So what I want to be doing here is, so we're working on this area here that's leading up to where everything kicks back in again. I don't know if you call that the drop or not. I've never really understood that. Okay, so I don't want the I just want the so let's see. Yeah, that's what I wanted to be like. All night long. Why not time stretch with artifacts? Yes, I might give that a go as well. I'm going to do it this way first. I haven't done this for so long. I'm just going to see how it sounds if I do it this way. If I don't like that, then yeah, I'll try using flex time. But I didn't want to. I really like the sound of the, original vocal, how I've got it there. I mean, it's pitched up, so it's not the same. But and then I could do a pitch bended up using that formant shifter. Oh yeah, that'd be pimp. No, I think that's going to give me the effect because I want the re-triggering effect. The so the question is, and have I got it? Oh, that's interesting because it's starting late, but it's kind of where I wanted it to be. I'll try like that. See if that's where I wanted it. Oh, it's like it's blending itself nicely, so I don't get the re-triggering. Maybe I'll sample it and sample the note and play it. Da, 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 ba, ba, ba. Yeah, that could work as well. Or if I just slightly shorten each one just to get that. I want it to sound a bit sort of crappy, like ravey. Probably doesn't help it's bathed in reverb. Yeah, that's what I was going for. to make it sound like really sloppy. Oh, I think I had several of them selected then, but it's okay. And then I'll probably let's just it's obviously late, but I liked how it sounded with all the music going. On its way. I think I'm doing it too fast. Yeah, that's I'm re-triggering it faster than I meant. So where am I coming in there? Let's go for sort of like 1.5-ish. I'm just approaching this like really sort of lame. It's a bit too early. We'll go with that one. Let's just do them on the beat. Just make life easier, even though I preferred how it sounded. Sort out your snapping. I've changed my bloody settings and it won't snap to the grid anymore. Oh, and it's got... What's going on? Oh, a load of shit. I'm going to start this again. It's put a flipping glitch in it. Hang on a minute. I've lost track of where... So where was I? 63 there. That's weird. It's put like gaps in it. Oh god, because it flipping introduced them because of the yeah, you can tell I don't do this very often. Let's see how it sounds doing some weird polyphonic stretching on it. Ooh, don't like it when it goes pitchy. I reckon I could get the effect I wanted with doing MIDI controlled gating on it probably. So I'll give that a go. I haven't done that in ages as well. I think you have to set up like a MIDI controlled effect. Oh no, I know. Yeah. So I'm in. This is the thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to move the maximizer down. No, I'll put the gate last in the chain. I'm adding a noise gate there. I'm going to add a new track here. we're going to add an audio track, which is what we're going to sidechain it to. I'm just going to... Oh, except it's added a flipping audio track because I'm a dummy. Software instrument, please. Thank you very much. Going to add a sampler, just with like any old like random sine wave. Cool. So we're going to set that to no output, so you can't actually hear it. And then if we go back onto here on the noise gate, if I open that up, the side chain needs to be instrument 71 there. So now I just need to work out how to... there we go, yeah. There we go. So you can't see, but I'm pressing the keyboard now, and I can control. So that might do what I'm wanting to do here, I think. Cool, but I think the re-triggering it's better, but this is probably going to be quite annoying for you to watch, but we'll see. Yeah, then maybe if I just stretch this out massively, and if I chop off the shitty bit at the end where the pitch goes all weird, and we'll just stretch it mad. This will be an interesting experiment just to see. That might be nice to have it earlier in the breakdown. And they go, yeah, here we go, folks. So we're going to push those vocals up 4 bars. And then, oh yeah, that's really nice. And we can have it going pitching up, but I triggered it at the wrong point. I just need to get my head around this. And then we'll have another all night long. So I'm just going to do that with that. And we're going to fade this in just a bit there. So that was me playing in the notes there on I'm just sort of doing a proof of concept here. I'll have to do this tidy. Functions, MIDI transform, fixed note length, they're all about 1. I want them shorter than that because they're running into each other. See how that sounds. That might be... Oh, hang on a minute. Is that because of the sampler settings got a... No, okay. There we go. That's kind of what I was going for, I think. I've put a distortion on there just to... And then I'm just going to experiment putting this Sound Toys little altar boy on there, and then do some weird shit going. I'll just automate it now. Turn automation back on. Little altar boy. It was the formant, not the pitch. It's weird. The formant gives it the sound I wanted. So let's go for that. See what happens there. That's because I added the little altar boy to the not the thing that I'm I added it to the wrong thing. It's got to go on the so hang on. I added it to the carrier or the sidechain thingy. Right, so that's in there. I'm going to the automation on the formant there. Stick it there. Let's just see how it sounds if we do it like this. Oh, it did something weird to it. The original sample. Oh, lucky I've got this other one here. Noise TNB saying, do I do the mixing? I tried to get it sort of sounding all right while I'm doing it and make tweaks as I go along, but usually at the end of it I have to really bring everything down and sort out all my buses and everything. Oh, I've got to go and wipe the wife up. Hang on a minute. You didn't remind me, chat. I told you. Hang on a second. Give me a minute. Where studio stream. There we go. Put that in there. She's awake. So there we go. Do you prefer this view so you can see what I'm doing on the screen, or do you prefer this one because it's sort of more like, hi, I'm in the studio. What are you saying? What's the chat saying? So, that one's probably more useful for you if you're trying to follow what I'm doing, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I'm kind of getting to where I wanted to be with that. Just dealing with this focus. I've never really used the piano roll until recently as a form of editing, but I'm really getting to like it. I used to always just load up the event editing thing, this one, the event list. Like for years, I think it's because I grew up on Notator and I just look at the list of the... oh, somebody bought another shirt. Amazing, brilliant. Wow, I wonder if that's either, is that you guys or is it my Facebook advertising? I did an Instagram ad campaign today for the first time in yonks on the Foghorn shirts I've made. If you type in exclamation mark Foghorn in the chat, like this, it'll give you the link, I think. Yeah, check that out. Oh, it was you. Ah, brilliant. User 86751, big up your chest. Thanks for the support. So yeah, I've always edited stuff on this thing here, the event lists. Just don't know. I mean, I usually when I go into this, I'm just changing the volumes of individual notes or the length. I don't do too much, but I've just from doing stuff in the studio with other people, they always seem to use this piano editor, and I'm starting to like it more. So anyway, so I've got to try and work out the pattern for this vocal. And they all sound like late. I think it's because it's triggering I think it's because it's triggering a noise gate, and the noise gate takes a while to react. I didn't change the settings of that yet, so we'll see. Yeah, I definitely want a fast attack. Yeah, and the notes, let's just check by turning on the output for the carrier signal. Just check that was... Yeah, you can hear there's a delay. God, that's loud. Sorry if I deafened you then. So what I'll do is I'll just shunt these all along until it's in time. What I'll do is I'll I'll just shunt the whole thing along a bit, holding down Control and Shift there to do like fine tuning. It's better. Still sounds a bit late. Oh, it's good, you can see how they're shifting on the bottom as well. I've turned the metronome on here, obviously, so I can hear. Ah, somebody's bought something on Bandcamp as well. This is good, I get little alerts on my iPad as well, they're coming off my emails. Maybe shunt it forward a little bit more. I wonder how it would sound if I automated some other altar boy stuff. Let's see what this does. Also, what I'm going to do is select all and try and scroll. I just realised I'd added distortion to what was meant to be the vocal, but I added it to the carrier. So we want, let's see how it sounds with distortion added to the vocal now. I'll probably have to watch the volume here. Watch your bass bins, I'm telling ya. I think that's going to sound alright. It needs another riser in there. Hey, what's up, Noob A-Side 420? Someone's found the emotes. Yeah, that's getting there. That's what I had in mind. The pattern there just towards the end I want to change. The other thing that I've started noticing lately that's really, really cool, I don't know if you can see it if I change the view up. You can't, if you look, so I've got my mouse here that I'm using to move the pointer and everything, but here on my left I've got an Apple trackpad, and it's so useful for this sort of navigation around what I'm doing. So you've got two hands, so it's just useful for zooming in and out if you using multi-touch stuff. And I didn't used to work like this, and when I got the new Mac Pro, it ships with either a mouse or a Magic trackpad thing, and I was like, having a trackpad as well would be really useful, I hope. And it's proved to be, just for the simple shit, for just being able to just quickly slide left and right like this. For me, for the way I work anyway. I'll always on the hunt for new productivity improvements, because I need all I can get. So what I want to do is just change this pattern here. And then what I think we should have is another... I have to switch back to my duplicate track. Another instance of the all night long vocal, like a, don't know, maybe more distorted one or something for that, bringing into the... Well, it depends on how we roll into the, like, when it all kicks in. Good night, Mage, DMB. Yeah, I'm going to try to copy it and have another one like that. So, yeah, and we'll have that as a distorted and rolled off all the bass. There's way too much reverb going on all of this. There's a lot of stuff I need to tidy up on this track, but I'm just trying to go for the vibe at the moment and get the musical elements in place and where I want them to be. Nope. No. So distortion, less of it, volume down, and roll off even more, bring it in. Wonder if the last note of this I could then extend. Oh yeah, God, this is me already doing too much now. And then bring it all back down again on the pitch. That might sound a bit shit. A fucking ghost train. No, but you don't know until you try, do you? Yeah. More cowbell. It's already got a cowbell in it. John Paul Jenner on Facebook. Cool. Right, let me just check this. There's an awful lot of listening over and over again to stuff here, but that might be interesting to just, yeah, because this one that I've just added in here isn't really doing anything. Maybe if, if we have a second one coming in that I then really extend. I'll chop off the wurgly bendy bit. And then, oh, I didn't want to do that. Edit. Oh, shit. How do I undo flex timing it? You don't. copy that there, and then I basically want to just stretch. If I put a marker in here, then I just want to, oh, and I want to chop off the end. And then I just want this section here to get stretched. No. Then if I just chop that then there. Except I chopped it in the wrong place. Because I'm a klutz. I'll chop it there. And then this one I will extend. So we just got that one. I wonder if I... well, let's just see. Oh, you have to sort of... Flex time's weird. You have to sort of start and stop it for it to actually do what you want. Why is it not doing it? It's there. That's the audio file. It should be going... Ah! Oh, sometimes you have to like turn the flipping thing off and then on again. There you go. See that, right? That's a bug. That's a bug. I wasn't doing it wrong, right? Chop that out, get rid of that, and then we're going to try and stretch this some more. But then it adds those bits in. Turn you off, turn you on again. Why does it put those things in? Is it its own weird little loop? Chop there. Didn't like you anyway. And then maybe I can gate that in with the tune a bit as well. Shunt that along a bit. Yeah, I think that'll be useful. Yeah, I think there's some possibilities there. Yeah, so I don't even need the all night long bit there. We're just going to take this and I'm going to stretch it even more. That's interesting because it's just taken that single note because it goes all night long and instead it's just going all night long, and that sounds a lot more ravey. It's kind of more what I was hoping for there. Alexa, turn off Studio Strip. I've got my window open and I've got an LED strip right by the window that's just going, come inside, flies, come in the house and buzz around and annoy me in the night. Now I'm torn now really, because I really liked it just going, oh, I can't wait, but now it's sort of, do I have it repeating this all night long, and with that thing looping and going all night long, all night long. But then it's just because it was sort of a more simple track. Oh, I also added a little vamp stab today. So let me just meditate on this bit here. I'm going to see how it sounds if I duplicate that track again, another one. So that's the long one there. And if I just put some all night in there on top to see. But then this is where I just worry I'm starting to ruin something. I think that's all right. I would want to chop I quite like it going down a bit there, and then I'll fade out there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Cause it's going to take a lot of mixing to sort of get that working, and the extended note is kind of too loud, which is obviously easily fixed. But with the re-triggering of the vocal there with them, I like that. Maybe if I give them a bit more bass so they're a bit more audible over the... Yeah, I think that could... Let's bring them along a bit. And I'm just going to copy this for now. That's the long extended note, rather than dragging it anymore, because I don't want it to be too have too many weird artifacts. So there comes a point where the long note has to finish, and that point is here. No, actually, it's not quite there. It's it's a little bit after that, so I can have the option to fade it out a bit. So it's not too harsh. We'll see how that sounds. I think it's, yeah, it's not too bad. I turned the volume down on the extended note there. Hey Jay Vanio. Yeah. I'm liking that. That's adding that extended bit. It's done what I wanted. Maybe if I add a, God, look how many plugins. Maybe if I add sort of a tremolo to it, just to spin it around a little bit, make it a bit wider, reduce the depth. So this is, if you've got your headphones on, you can hear the stereo. This is without, it's like that, and then with the plug-in in. God, it sounds like a horn, doesn't it? It sounds like that imagine if I just switched it and put a foghorn in now. I know you'd like that, but it's not going to happen. Let's just play it from the beginning, because I didn't really even do that at the start of this stream. That's everyone tuned in at the moment. Some good numbers there. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to shut off the stream now, so can you please head over to Twitch to continue watching. It's twitch.tv/John B Beta. Facebook, John B profile, gone. V-Contact, I'll leave you guys, the Russian crew. And yeah, if you're watching on my Facebook, John B page, I'm going to cut the stream off there now, trying to make everyone watch on Twitch if you can. So it's twitch.tv/John B Beta. So head there now. Except there's a delay, isn't there? You probably don't even hear me saying that. That's a weird one. Right, so we're going to play from the top. Still so much more to be done on this, but I've done a few things I've been putting off so far today, getting that little break edit done here, which was break edit here coming up. Yep, sounds alright. Needs some development here, I think. And it all sounds a bit presetty as well. Oh, you know what I can do is whack. Yeah, see we're clipping here, it's quite loud. I'm just going to start it off from the beginning again, so we can hear it going through a bit of mastering. All the levels are too high. I noticed it was like overshooting by like 4 dB there, so it's pretty tragic. But at least this will, I don't know, give more of an impression of the mix. So, right, from the start again. I also want to get an MC here, like, see if I can rope low key or something like that, I know, into like doing a, alright, make some noise, some kind of rave ambience. Absolutely wicked. I'm going to need to do more on that break bit there. Hey Falcons and Allies, good to have you back. Ah, thank you for the cheer, Fortune 5, big up. So if you just tuned in, I've just been working on this bit, getting these vocals right. Turn it down, crackling. Yeah. Yeah, it's too loud. I think it was a bit too, is it? I wonder if it's just because it's the way... Ah! I know why that's happening. It's because you guys hear it more distorted than I ever would because of the weird internal sound card routing thing. And I think when I put the ozone on the end, it pushes it too much on the... Yeah, because I noticed that last time when I played it really, really fucking loud. No, it's because I have to... I'm hearing it perfectly fine here, but... the way the audio from Logic gets routed into the stream is through some weird, like, yeah, I don't know, I had to do some weird shit, basically. Is it the voice that's, yeah, that's, yeah, so if the voice is okay, but the stuff that's coming out of the studio's distorted, that confirms my thought that basically I'm sending the signal into hot, into, the weird sort of software audio device thingy. So I shouldn't be distorted. John's not distorted. My voice is alright. I've turned it down. Let's just check this. How's that? Cool. So have I done what I wanted to do? I think I've done the bits and bobs I wanted to do on this track for now. I'll revisit that tomorrow. I wanted to show you. I'm just going to close this project. I'll give you a quick look at. There we go. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I can go there. Logic, where are you? You're there. I'm going to open with a template. That one. Yeah, I'll give you a look at the Logic sampler and how you can chop breaks in there, because I've just figured out exactly how to do how I want to chop breaks. Hang on, right, so sampler there, give me a stereo sampler. Okay, we're in. Okay, it's just playing this. So we go into zone. No, we don't. We're gonna. Right, where do I load in a flipping sample? Here we go. Select a zone. So we do a new zone, please. How do I make a new flipping zone? I'm selecting a zone. No. View. Okay, well, let's just load. So I loaded in my Samurai. Yeah. Oh, it's there. So where'd you put a flipping new zone in? Right click on that. Okay, this is going to be me learning how to use this flipping thing. Right, where's my keys there? Okay. Yeah, so I made this patch earlier. I'm gonna flipping. Let's open a new one because I'm determined to sort of do this from scratch on here. Sampler, please. Quick sampler, single sample. Let's just use sampler, multi-sample. Okay, so I'm in the zone. I've opened the zone thing. Snapping off. So let's drag and drop a break in. I'm just playing breaks from my. Oh, you won't hear these auditioning, I don't think. Trying to find a sort of. Let's chop that one in. There, so I've just dropped a break on. Oh, it's going through reverbs. Right, how do I make a new zone? This is the zone. Zone. Create a new zone. Edit. Auto loop. Open and crop sample. Auto loop. Okay. Okay, that's shit, because... Let's, that's the... And we can zoom... If I... Oh, beautiful! That's with the, my magic trackpad. Oh, nice, so you can really zoom in close like that. Oh, it's fucking amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, so what I want to do now, what I need to see... mapping, that's what I wanted. Oh, and can you... Because before, the mapping was down at the bottom. So that turns it on and off. How can you move these zones? It's not letting me... Okay, that doesn't matter. Anyway, so now we've got this one sample here on the C. If I drag it and copy it to all the other keys. can do that, and then so now we're on the new zone, and it likes to. This is annoying. It was. Oh, it's because I copied it. It goes to 127. On the second one, it only goes to 126. So if you smash it hard, it won't actually play it, which I don't know why. But that was something I discovered today. So we can then do that, and I could properly pinch out to get a really nice tight trigger point, and then we've got there, and now we'll go to this one, zoom out again, oh, and move it all up. That's fucking amazing. So we're going to move that to there. I'm going to zoom in a bit more to try and get decent. God, I used to spend days doing this on the I need to zoom out, please. So we've got the kick, we've got the hat going from there, and then this one. Ah, that's interesting. So I moved accidentally moved at the loop point rather than the start point. Okay, so let's get that right. Oh, that's good. So you can specify how much you want it to, and I'll be turning off loop anyway. Somewhere it should be in one shot mode. Oh my, yeah, this looks quite powerful. But the other one's even worth. See, why is it defaulted to 126? That's the super low. There's not a lot of point in I wonder if I can. Let's just while I'm messing around trying to get this to work. With this particular break, I'd just like to have it so it's not looping. So presumably I can just turn off loop mode somewhere, which you would do. Okay. Oh no, I don't want one shot. Stop! 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 So I don't want one shot. You can put it in reverse. But I don't want it to, if I hold it down, is it going to loop on me? Yeah. How do I, if I just click on that, or turn off loop mode, or mode, forward, mood, no loop, there you go, beautiful. Ah, so what about end point? Oh, so then you could, that's, yeah. God, it's been ages since I've set up like sample patches basically. So for instance, I could just, so you could just set that one to do a little loop like that if you wanted. If I don't want this particular note to loop, then where was the loop? The play mode here. I can do that, or reverse. Ah, so the loop, so the first time it plays forwards and then it reverses. Or alternate mode, it'll. That's kind of like when you think about like how Goldie manipulated all the brakes, like the Apache brake on Inner City Life and stuff. There's all that sort of complicated re-triggering of loops on brakes. That's nice. This is good because I've got all the original brakes in really good like WAV format and everything, but I haven't taken the time to chop them up and map them in properly and pitch them up, and I wanted to do a bit of that lately. So that's good. Okay, play to end on release. Oh. Okay, I'll turn that off. So we'll just put no loop on. Okay. So what about making an end point so it won't go any further? Will it do that? No. So I guess if you want to chop the end, you've just got to chop it. Crop sample. Will that affect the original sample? That's a nice snare, that. Kick's not there. That's a good snare. What if I... See, one thing, I'd like to just be able to non-destructively edit the sample and just specify that it will only play that section of this thing. Yeah, one shot just plays it all the way through to the end. Yeah, Falcons and Allies, yeah, this is the built-in Logic sampler, but it used to be called the XS24 and they completely overhauled it lately, and this is the first time I've sort of gone in and had a look at it. I like it though, because this is exactly how I want to be able to, if I turn off the no loop here, this is how I like to be able to play breaks. Let's speed this up a bit so it's that sort of closer to drum and bass speed. It's just having the same knowing that basically the sample will continue to play to the end after you press it, right? Because a lot of times on automatic sampler things, they'll find all the transients and then just chop out each individual sound and map that on the keyboard, but you can't then hold it down and have the break. So here is the kick drum and it plays from the kick, and if I press from the snare it'll continue there, so I can be like, that's brilliant. I've been wanting to find an easy way to chop breaks to do that. Sample end control, yeah. So here it's saying no loop. So is it going to loop on me? Oh, did I just not see that? Oh, you fucking beauty! Yes! Oh, wow, so you have full flexibility to do what I needed. I hadn't seen the endy bit. So if you want to just chop them up, but you can have ones where you hold it as well. So for instance, you could map out on the keyboard just the individual ones like this, and then drag and drop an octave up. Oh, the same one, so you've already got the same start point, but then you could fuck with it. Oh, mind blown. So yeah, so let's say, so here we've just got the kick, and we've just got the hat on this one. I'll just move that along just for argument's sake. And then here we've just got the snare, and then yeah, we only need those three. So that one I'll just delete that, and then here we've got, oh, and it's doing that now. It's just decided to volume 1 to 118. It seems to just have a mind of its own for the velocities that are being assigned. That's weird. I don't know why it does that. I think why should it restrict you? So then on this one, because it's a copy, hopefully, oh, that's amazing. Yeah. And then this one here, and then we'll just do that. So if you can see, I'll switch the video to the main view. You might be able to see on my, well, you can see on the keyboard here. So on the lower down keyboards there, donk donk, they're the individual. But here, oh, that's so good. That's exactly how I want to be able to handle my breaks. And if you've played your MIDI pattern in like that, and you find that when it's playing back, you think your trigger points are a bit off, you can just come back in here and zoom in and adjust it, and there's no destructive editing of the samples going on. It's all Oh, that's so beautiful. That's exactly that's all I need from a sampler, to be honest. So you can individually, it's only one file here, and it's just, see there, I'm like, I don't, so that's my end point there. And you can add a fade to the end, just like that. Oh, mate. That's so nice. And I don't, because the previous way to do this in the XS24, whenever I sort of had a look at it, and I never bothered, was just, you know, make loads of copies of the same sample. I just had text come in. Make loads of copies of the same sample, and assign each one to a different key. And it's like, that's a long flipping process. This is, you just load in the... Right, let's just save this as a... just because I've done something to it. Save as Breaks 2020. What was that? Shack Up. Shack Up version 2. Version 2. Go back to default. Right, I'll see if I can find another break. Oh, those ones are all... Oh, I had the samurai break. I'm auditioning these samples right now, but I don't think they'll be playing through. Right, so I'm just going to drop this break in there. So this is already pretty much at 174 BPM, and Logic's picked that up nicely. So we basically, I'm copying it to, I'll do it sort of roughly first. Going to copy that along so I can just I'll fine-tune it later, and because if I copy it from there, then I can just move along to the next. Oh, I need to change the screen so I can see a bit better. Oh, this is so fast. The only thing that you need to do before this really is to pitch it right to get it up to 174. And I love the beauty of it is if you've fucked up your trigger point, once you know played in your pattern, you just come back here and trigger it and then listen back. Okay, so that one's there. This one's... This is so good. I'm going to be making so much more breaksy stuff now. It's made my life so much more easy. Because never really used recycle. Formula for number of percents to pitch up a break. If you know the old BPM, log new BPM over old BPM. Oh, okay, thanks for that. I normally just play it and listen. I'll you know, be re-triggering the sample and then just change the tuning up there until it sounds right. How did I used to do it when I had a hardware sampler? I think I used to just set a metronome going and then play the record and get it in time and then sample it off the vinyl at the BPM and then you sort of fine-tune it a bit in the sampler. Oh, my wife just texted me to say she's made dinner. Alexa, announce. Oh, yes, that would be lovely. I'll finish the stream in a minute. Thanks. Did it do it? Right, let's just finish this one off and then I can save it. This is so good. Have I said this is so good enough yet? I love fucking Logic. And you can do this with anything with vocals as well. I could load that, for instance, I could load that vocal sample and it's just so easy to sort of chop it up a little bit and put new trigger points in. And individual ones you can loop weirdly if you want. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, so if we go back, let's turn off that so there's no loop. Turn the loop off just in case it triggers weirdly. Oh, this is so nice to be able to... And things like Reese's and stuff, it'll be great to put a bass sound in and then just adjust the... Oh, I might leave that. So now I can be... That's a bit of a fast... So that's an example there where... Oh, ah. So I moved that. Ooh. Don't know about that, but oh, beautiful, cool. Anyway, that's me fucking around with the sampler plugin. There you go. I've been on for a bit too long here, really. Thanks for sticking with me, whoever's stuck with me. I hope you've learned something. I wasn't sort of doing much of a good job of teaching you anything, really, but I hope you enjoyed sort of seeing a bit of my process working on that other track. And I've learned a lot today, actually. I've learned how to use the sampler thing better for what I need. I've re-educated myself on how to do side chaining noise gates. I did the automation on the little altar boy thingamabob. Jobs are good in. Cool. All right. So I'm going to run the I'm done thingamabob if I can find it. Thanks for tuning in. Next stream tomorrow night, playing video games. Escape from Tarkov, hopefully. So if you want to watch me sucking bad at video games, then come here tomorrow night, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock or something, right through till midnight-ish usually, because I have to stay up to get my Tesco's thing. I haven't made any foghorns, but
It's the foghorn! Foghorn! Shiver me timber! I said
cool. All right, I'll put the stream ending thing on. If you're on Twitch here, I might raise another channel, so stick with me there, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. down. So the guy I'm going to send you to, if it'll let me do it, yeah, Eddie Zorn plays Escape from Tarkov. He's really good. He helped me out last week actually. Joined up in my team and killed all the bad guys so I could like do some stuff. So everyone on Twitch, I'm sending over to Eddie. So please stick around with him for a bit and have some fun. All right, they are.